Hi, guys. Hi, guys. This is Gary Vollmer again. Here we're at the Heimos Poinsettia trial. We're going to continue on with the select assortment. We're going to talk about the non-red selectas. So we're going to start off with Glory Pink. We didn't show you Glory Red. It wasn't in this trial. But Glory is a very, very low vigor, really late 47, late 48 variety. There's a red, white, and pink in it. It's kind of ideally suited for small pots. It's really kind of a pinch it, forget it variety. Low to no growth rate requirements. It is our lowest vigor um, varieties and series in the program. Next thing we want to look at is Christmas Feelings Pink. This is an outstanding post-harvest pink, a very good production variety. It is a traditional, what we call duplex pink, with some darker in the center, lighter on the outside. Not necessarily what everybody likes, but it is a good, solid production variety, an 8.5-week mid-season pink variety. Next we have Beauty Pink. Again, it's an okay color. It's a beauty plant, so it's a good frame with a beauty plant. A decent color. You definitely want to let it mature, because if you try to cheat it, you'll see it has a fair amount of transition bracts if you look at the natural season stuff. So you really need to let it get ripe before you sell it, so you get more of a solid pink response. Next we want to talk about is Wish Pink. It's more of a melon pink, a little bit kind of marony in color. It's a really good, strong pink variety. It is a great post-harvest variety. It is a sport of Christmas Wish, so it has all of the nice attributes as far as strength and branching angle and bract size of Christmas Wish Red, and a nice pink to match it. It does drift more to the salmon side of pink than some of our other pinks. Next is Joy Pink. This, again, it's an okay pink, but its primary life is as a partner to Joy White and Red in bicolor and tricolor type settings. So a solid pink that matches perfectly with the white and red. Next one is Christmas Season Pink. Again, this is an old genetic, very old school, vigorous variety, very early, like the season red and white. Good for large container early combos, and then for the deep south, we use a lot of growth regulator. Next one is, this is super fun. This is Orange Glow. We're super excited about this variety. It is a true bred orange. It's an orange seeding. It is absolutely orange, and it's hard to appreciate in video, but we'll show you a little red versus orange so you can see the dramatic difference between a red. There's no mistaking this as an orange. The nice thing about it is, if you look through this trial, you see in the back a natural season. It's a natural season week 47 orange large bracted variety. Everyone that has seen this variety, merchants, growers, marketing people alike, have fallen in love with it. As a horticulturist, I'm excited about it because it's a strong, easy produced, decent branched, large bracted orange poinsettia. It does show some heat delay in the deep south, but it appears to be about a week delayed in Texas. But down in Homestead, it looked to be maybe 2 weeks delayed. But in all other market applications throughout North America, it has performed beautifully. It has been pegged by numerous people at all levels of industry as the best in trial, favorite variety in trial here at Heimos. So a lot of people are trying to figure out how to use it, how to bring it to market, what kind of packaging and so forth on it. But Orange Glow is really cool. Be sure you get out there and play with this one next year, no doubt. Christmas Feelings Red Cinnamon is an old standing novelty. It's been in the program for many years. It is really stably unstable. What you see is what you get. I'm not a huge fan because the colors are kind of washed out and dull, but it does have some loyal following. But when you get into the novelty families, Beauty is definitely the rock star of the novelty families. We have a variety of colors. Start with the Beauty Cinnamon, which is more of a traditional pink peppermint type, sort of yellow creamy cinnamon with little pink tones in the center. A good, reliable branching, good production, easy to grow variety. Moving on, we have Beauty Princess, which is an absolutely lovely variety. I want to fall in love with this variety. But if you scroll back and look at the natural season timing, it is a true almost 9-week variety. So it only would work natural season for week 49 and later. So it does require blackout to give you the kind of effect that we want. You can see here as a blackout variety. It's a very nice, beautiful variety with a beautiful pattern. Next is Beauty Queen. So this is what we call Monet type, or similar to like Premium Picasso. What we've been doing is selecting for more saturated and stable color pattern. So what we have here in this, as far as any of the types in the market of this this Monet type pattern, this is the most stable across all plants for stability of color. So it's a very good, highly producible, very reliable, easy to produce, nice novelty. Again, Beauty is a really good production series from that respect. Next one is Christmas Beauty Marble. Our Denver #1 selling marble and a top performing marble. So important about this one is the blotch. It's very large. It's also rose. It's not salmon. So that rose blotch on a cream background makes it very vivid and very unique. Very well branched. It's got a little bit of a notch in the leaf that maybe gives a couple of growers pause, but it finishes so nice. And it has definitely taken over the marble market for us, and I believe for production across the country. Joy, we have a marble in the Joy series. Again, it's more of a traditional, lighter blotch marble. It is pink, not salmon. But again, it's lighter on cream, so it's not my best marble. But it does balance fairly well with the pink and the red. So in some cases, there is the red-pink marble or red-white marble tricolor. It works in those settings as well. But if you're looking for a straight marble, my first choice would be Beauty Marble. And then moving on to my next choice, which is an old standing variety that's been in the program for a lot of years, is Marbella. So Marbella is an old traditional genetic. It's a large, as we call, artist rendering of a poinsettia shaped bract. Very complex bract with lots of bract leaves in it. It's a saturated, even though salmon colored, a very saturated blotch. You do see some sporting to pink, but it's pretty stable, and the growers that grow this feel that that is attractive and not a real deterrent. It's an older genetic, a little bit wider, but it's a good, strong plant, and again, my #2 choice for marbles. Continuing on to round out the marble series, we have Seasoned Marble. Again, very early, very vigorous, but not kind of an open, wide plant. So again, sort of a specialty niche product. Next thing is a variety, again, that I really want to love, but I cannot at this point, and that is our Sky Star. So this is a true spotted poinsettia. The challenge with this lies is it's very late to throw spots. It has to be fully matured and fully ripe, then the spots begin to come out. So making it very much a late season novelty. Now we've been making selections. There's about a 2% in the large population of this that come in for truly natural right now, week 47 with spots, and we're making selections to achieve that. And when we get to that point, I'll be excited about it and moving forward. Meanwhile, it is available, but it is not in the catalog. So we will have cuttings of this, but we're not going to promote it. I wouldn't take it in the Deep South. It does appear to heat delay pretty significantly. If I was going to work with it, I would work with it in a blackout because you want to get it ready earlier so the spots have time to come out. You can see the spots are just forming now, and they'll continue to form over the next couple of weeks. So this is Superba New Glitter. So you can see this is a true red white glitter type. This one also is an earlier glitter type. So this one comes in naturally about now in week 47, where the other primary glitters, Primero glitter, red glitter, and Sonora white glitter, are more of 9.5 week varieties. So this one comes in, so it can bring that glitter to the market a little bit earlier than we would normally see glitters come to the market. It's a Lazare genetic. And again, it's very nice. We like it that it sports to a white, not to a marble, so it gives you that true white, red-white color, even when you have white bracts or split white bracts forming on the plant. So next one we'll talk about are a couple of these whites from Lazare. First one we'll talk about is Alpena. This is an earlier bright white, and this is whites. It's earlier. It's a 7.5 to 8 week variety. It's got a more traditional type of bract. It's not as strong as I would like at the beginning. It shows a little bit of sensitivity in propagation, but once it gets going, it finishes very nicely. The next one we want to talk about is Alaska. This is a more of an 8.5 week variety. It's a very upright, vigorous variety. It has an oak-shaped bract, but it is white. Now, with the white comes some tissue sensitivity. And this year, in our first commercial year here in the U.S., in North America with this product, we are seeing some instances of some spotting forming with people doing the late sprays on bracts. The sprays have been with calcium chloride and capsule, and then with some fungicides in capsule. We think it might be the capsule, but we're doing some research to try to identify this. But the advice is do not spray anything onto the open bracts in Alaska. But it is the whitest white of the straight whites, of the new whites in the poinsettia world. All right, continuing on with the white poinsettias here. We're going to go back to our traditional whites. Feelings white, very, very uniform white, more of the traditional creamy type white. Extremely uniform, top seller worldwide. Very good post-harvest, a very nice, solid, traditional type of white. Next, we'll go to a Beauty North Pole. This is our foray into the green poinsettias. It's a very nice plant. It's very producible, very good, even branching, lots of bracts, but it definitely falls into that green color. Some people like that. It's fun to throw a little green glitter or gold glitter on it. It makes it an attractive sort of novelty pack variety. Next is Snowy White. It's a few years in the market. It's an early season, large bracted white, bright white. It's a good painter. It comes in natural season about 7.5 weeks, so it's ideally coming to market right now here in 47. But again, a good solid new white. Sort of a traditional, little bit of a droop bract look, but that large bract is something that there is a demand for that in the world of whites. Our top selling white, Joy White. Again, see, it's a very nice white poinsettia. Of our traditional whites, it's probably our whitest traditional whites poinsettia. But also, again, its key role in the world is it's a perfect match to Joy Red. And that Joy Red white and Joy Red white pink combos have taken over the market across all of North America. So it is the variety to use in those mixed pots. Moving on, Winterson White. This is an old traditional holly or oak leaf type white. It's a very upright plant. Can produce a very large bract. A little on the creamy side. Makes an incredibly showy large pot, 8-inch or 10-inch, because it puts this massive bract on top. Solid variety and very producible. No real issues with it. Just a different kind of look. And again, season white, we talked about before, it's a hyper early series, vigorous, used in tricolors, and also used as a very early deep south variety. When grown with a lot of growth rate, it makes a very strong plant. And then ending up here, the last thing we'll talk about is Glory White. Again, as we looked at Glory Pink, it is our most compact series in the program. It's a true root 47, 48, pinch it, forget it, low vigor, no PGR type problem. So thank you guys. I appreciate your time, and hope we see you live and in person here at Heimos next year.